Have you ever found yourself pouring your heart and soul into a relationship only to realize that you've been investing in the wrong person all along? It's a painful realization, one that can leave you feeling drained, frustrated, and even heartbroken. But the truth is, investing yourself in the wrong people is a mistake that far too many of us make, and it's a mistake that can have serious consequences for our emotional well-being and our ability to achieve our goals and dreams. So how do you know if you're investing yourself in the wrong people? And more importantly, how do you break free from these toxic relationships and start investing in yourself and the right people instead? First, let's define what we mean by investing yourself in someone. When you invest yourself in a person, you're not just giving them your time and attention, you're giving them your energy, your emotions, and your trust. You're opening yourself up to them, sharing your hopes and dreams, your fears and vulnerabilities. You're making them a priority in your life, and you're counting on them to be there for you when you need them. But here's the thing, not everyone deserves that kind of investment. Not everyone is worthy of your time, your energy, and your trust. And when you invest yourself in the wrong people, you're not just wasting your resources, you're putting yourself at risk of serious emotional harm. So how do you know if you're investing in the wrong people? Here are a few red flags to watch out for. They're always taking, never giving. If you find yourself constantly giving to someone without getting anything back in return, that's a clear sign that you're investing in the wrong person. Healthy relationships are built on mutual support and reciprocity, not one-sided exploitation. They're constantly criticizing or belittling you. If someone is always putting you down, making you feel small or worthless, that's a huge red flag. You deserve to be with people who build you up and make you feel good about yourself, not tear you down. They're unreliable or inconsistent. If someone is always flaking on plans, breaking promises, or disappearing when you need them most, that's a sign that they're not someone you can count on. You deserve people in your life who are dependable and consistent, not flaky and unreliable. They're always surrounded by drama and negativity. If someone seems to attract chaos and conflict wherever they go, that's a sign that they're not someone you want to invest your energy in. You deserve to be around people who bring positivity and peace into your life, not drama and stress. They don't respect your boundaries or values. If someone is constantly pushing you to do things that make you uncomfortable or disregarding your values and beliefs, that's a clear sign that they don't respect you as a person. You deserve to be with people who honor your boundaries and support your values, not trample all over them. If any of these red flags sound familiar, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate your relationships. Because the truth is, investing yourself in the wrong people is not only a waste of your time and energy, it's also holding you back from achieving your full potential and living your best life. Think about it. When you're constantly pouring your resources into people who don't appreciate or reciprocate, you're left with less energy and motivation to invest in yourself and your own goals and dreams. You're more likely to feel drained, discouraged, and stuck because you're not surrounded by people who lift you up and inspire you to be your best self. But when you start investing in the right people, people who support you, encourage you, and believe in you, everything changes. Suddenly, you have a network of positive influences who are cheering you on and helping you achieve your goals. You have people in your life who make you feel valued, appreciated, and loved, not used and exploited. And most importantly, you have more energy and motivation to invest in yourself and your own personal growth and development. Because when you're surrounded by the right people, you're more likely to feel confident, empowered, and inspired to pursue your passions and live your best life. So how do you start investing in the right people? Here are a few tips. Get clear on your values and boundaries. Before you can attract the right people into your life, you need to know what you stand for and what you won't tolerate. Take some time to reflect on your core values and beliefs and set clear boundaries around what you will and won't accept in your relationships. Seek out positive, supportive communities, whether it's a hobby group, a professional network, or a spiritual community. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people who share your values and goals can be incredibly uplifting and empowering. Look for communities that inspire you to be your best self and support you in pursuing your dreams. Invest in your own personal growth and development. The more you invest in yourself through learning, self-reflection, and self-care, the more attractive you'll become to the right people. When you're confident, self-aware, and actively working on becoming your best self, you'll naturally attract others who are on a similar path. Be willing to let go of toxic relationships. This can be one of the hardest parts of investing in the right people, but it's also one of the most important. If you've identified a relationship that's dragging you down or holding you back, it's okay to let it go. Trust that by creating space in your life, you're making room for healthier, more positive connections to come in. Practice gratitude and appreciation. When you do find yourself surrounded by supportive, uplifting people, make sure to express your gratitude and appreciation for them. Let them know how much they mean to you and how much you value their presence in your life. The more you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, the more positive energy you'll attract into your life. Ultimately, investing in the right people is about investing in yourself. It's about recognizing your own worth and value and surrounding yourself with people who reflect that back to you. It's about being intentional and discerning about who you allow into your inner circle and being willing to let go of anyone who doesn't support your growth and well-being. And when you do that, when you start investing in yourself and the right people, amazing things start to happen. You start to feel more confident, more empowered, and more alive. You start to attract more opportunities and abundance into your life because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. You start to live a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. So my challenge to you today is this: take a good, hard look at the people you're currently investing yourself in. Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Are they supporting your growth and well-being or holding you back? Are they reflecting your values and goals or conflicting with them? If you find that you're investing in the wrong people, don't beat yourself up about it. We've all been there, and it's never too late to make a change. Start by getting clear on your values and boundaries, and then start seeking out positive, supportive communities and individuals who align with them. Invest in your own personal growth and development, and be willing to let go of anyone who doesn't support your journey. And most importantly, remember that you are worthy of love, respect, and support. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see your value and potential and who are committed to helping you achieve your dreams. Don't settle for anything less than that. Because when you start investing in yourself and the right people, you open yourself up to a whole new world of possibility and potential. You start to create a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. And that, my friends, is the ultimate goal: to live a life that feels like a true reflection of your deepest values, passions, and purpose. Let's dive a little deeper into this idea of investing in the right people. Because the truth is, it's not always easy to tell the difference between someone who's truly supportive and someone who's just pretending to be. Sometimes people can be very good at hiding their true intentions, and it can take a while before we realize that we've been investing our time and energy into the wrong person. One of the key things to look out for is consistency. Are they consistent in their words and actions? Do they follow through on their promises, or do they constantly make excuses and let you down? If someone is consistently unreliable or inconsistent, that's a big red flag that they may not be the right person to invest in. Another thing to pay attention to is how they make you feel. Do you feel energized and inspired after spending time with them? Or do you feel drained and depleted? Do they lift you up and encourage you to be your best self? Or do they constantly criticize and belittle you? Pay attention to your own emotions and intuition, because they can often tell you a lot about whether someone is truly good for you or not. It's also important to look at their values and priorities. Do they share your values and goals, or are they constantly trying to push you in a different direction? Do they respect your boundaries and opinions, or do they always try to override them? If someone is constantly disregarding your values and boundaries, that's a clear sign that they're not the right person to invest in. But even when we do recognize that we've been investing in the wrong person, it can still be incredibly difficult to let go. We may feel a sense of loyalty or obligation, or we may be afraid of being alone. We may have invested so much time and energy into the relationship that the thought of starting over feels overwhelming. But here's the thing: holding on to the wrong people is only going to hold you back in the long run. It's like trying to run a race with a heavy weight tied around your ankle. Sure, you might be able to keep moving forward for a little while, but eventually that weight is going to slow you down and hold you back from reaching your full potential. And the longer you hold on to the wrong people, the more time and energy you're wasting that could be invested in yourself and the right people instead. Every moment you spend pouring into someone who doesn't appreciate or reciprocate is a moment you could be spending on your own growth and development, or on building relationships with people who truly support and value you. So, how do you let go of the wrong people? Start by getting clear on your own values and boundaries and communicate them clearly to the other person. Let them know what you need and expect from the relationship and give them the opportunity to step up and meet those needs. If they're unable or unwilling to do so, then it may be time to start distancing yourself and creating some healthy boundaries. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting them out of your life completely, although in some cases that may be necessary. It may simply mean scaling back the amount of time and energy you invest in the relationship and focusing more on your own self-care and personal growth. It may mean setting clear limits around what you will and won't tolerate and enforcing those limits consistently. And as you start to create that space and distance, trust that the right people will start to come into your life to fill it. When you're no longer weighed down by the wrong relationships, you'll have more energy and capacity to attract and invest in the right ones. But it's not just about waiting for the right people to come to you. It's also about actively seeking them out. Surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you, who share your values and goals, and who are committed to their own personal growth and development. Join communities and groups that align with your interests and passions, and look for opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals. And as you start to build those positive, supportive relationships, make sure to invest in them just as much as you invest in yourself. Show up for them, support them in their own goals and dreams, and let them know how much you appreciate and value them. The more you pour into the right people, the more they'll pour back into you, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and positivity. Of course, this doesn't mean that every relationship in your life has to be perfect or effortless. Even the healthiest relationships require work and communication, and there will always be challenges and obstacles to navigate. The key is to approach those challenges with a spirit of collaboration and mutual respect rather than blame or resentment. And when conflicts do arise, don't be afraid to have the tough conversations and work through them together. The right people will be willing to listen to your perspective, take responsibility for their own actions, and work with you to find a solution that works for everyone. They'll be committed to growing and evolving alongside you rather than holding you back or dragging you down. Ultimately, investing in the right people is about investing in your own happiness, growth, and well-being. It's about surrounding yourself with people who bring out the best in you and who inspire you to keep reaching for your dreams. It's about creating a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. And while it may not always be easy, the rewards of investing in the right people are truly immeasurable. When you have a strong, supportive network of people who believe in you and have your back, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You'll have the confidence and courage to take risks, pursue your passions, and make your mark on the world. So if you're currently investing in the wrong people, don't be afraid to make a change. Trust your intuition, set clear boundaries, and start seeking out the right relationships instead. Invest in yourself and your own personal growth, and trust that the right people will come into your life at the right time. And always remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and support. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see your value and potential and who are committed to helping you achieve your dreams. Don't settle for anything less than that. Because when you invest in the right people, you're not just investing in them, you're investing in yourself and your own limitless potential. You're creating a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. And that, my friends, is the ultimate goal. So start today. Start investing in yourself and the right people, and watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never thought possible. Trust that by aligning yourself with positive, supportive influences, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of growth, happiness, and success. And always remember, you have the power to create the life you want. and the relationships you deserve. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Thank you for listening, and I hope that this message has inspired you to start investing in yourself and the right people. May you find the love, support, and encouragement you need to live your best life, and may you always remember just how incredible and worthy you truly are.